Okay, so now let's have a look at your year. So this is the personal year for you. So your eight energy is just who you always are. It's within you, always there vibrating. Your year changes obviously every year. You are now vibrating at a 7 year energy, and this is a indigo color. So with this year, you will be looking at sort of this introspection, personal and spiritual growth. It's quite a spiritual energy, a seven, but it's also very sort of inward. So your focus kind of last year may have been people around you because you would have been a six energy last year, and now you're turning your focus inwards into yourself. So there's a lot of self healing that is going to be a focus for you this year, which is also why I feel so connected with the eight of you may be leaning a little bit more towards the self-sabotaging, limiting belief area. And this is the year to kind of heal and pull yourself out of that so you can be more in line with your true self. Um, so this is a year to focus on sort of the relationship with yourself. You're encouraged to really self-reflect, take stock of where you are, what you're doing, what you want. Uh, Take a step back as well, just to have a look at the world from a distance, put some sort of a, yeah, distance, put some distance between you, kind of become the observer of things so you can just take stock of things. Um, so you're forming a deeper understanding of yourself. This is going to be all about rediscovering yourself, basically, really knowing who you are at the core and what you are wanting, what brings you joy, and following that part of yourself. It's not a time to start sort of like new opportunities or like conquer the world. It's just not aligning with that. That's more of a next year thing, okay? An eight energy will be yours next year. But for now, this is you really working on you so that you can go boom next year and be like, here I am, bitch. So this year is definitely a time to kind of adopt a spiritual practice, however that looks for you. Because I know, like, when some people, once they say a spiritual practice, they're like, oh, I've got to do this meditation, I've got to do all this yoga, and I've got to do it all in one day. And it must be an hour every time I meditate. It must be an hour yoga session. Oh, I must do this and I must do that. No, 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 no. I was that person. I felt like I had to do all these big spiritual things. No, no. You are a spiritual person always. It's about connecting with your spiritual self and just developing that connection with yourself. Yes, you can meditate, but it doesn't have to be an hour. It can be 5 minutes. It could be mindful meditation. You can be washing your dishes. You meditate in. You're in a state of your mind is focusing on something else, so you can process the other stuff that is kind of in the background. But spending time alone is going to be key because you need some time. Maybe you want to try some sort of therapy or counseling, alternative therapy type thing, to be able to have a check of things. Where am I? What am I not enjoying? What is bringing me down? What is not serving me? You so like I said, meditation, yoga is a great thing as well. But like it doesn't have to be full on. I like gentle yoga. Like I don't like a full on flow yoga. I personally like the really slow, gentle yoga where I'm in a position for like 10 breaths or a good 5 minutes before I move to the next one. So find what works for you. I can't stress it enough to people that you have to find what works for you and not try and fit the stigma of things or how society tells you this should be. Um, Find how things work for you, what brings you joy, and what you're like, yeah, sure, I could do that. And the other thing is EFT, like the tapping. Um, I've done it a couple of times. I'm not somebody that's done it a lot, but when I have done it, it's been powerful. So, so it just comes up as something just to put out there to maybe try it. It's really good for the emotional release of things. Um, I would also say with a seven energy, because you're looking after yourself, or also looking at like the diet or any sort of exercise regime. Again, it doesn't have to be like you go to the fucking gym and work out for God knows how many days a week. This is you finding something that works for you, even a gentle walk. Do you know, it's about the intention and how you are showing up for yourself. So spend time in nature as well. You may want to find like a spa or retreat within the year, because it just feels like you also need this physical element as well, so that your body's feeling it as well as the mind and the spirit. You just need to, it's about all of it because it's all connected. And it's all connected, mind, body, spirit. When you start focusing on them together as one, that's when you start to feel the shifts and the change. Um, For this year, you will have Archangel Gabriel and Michael helping you. So Gabriel is so good for helping you communicate. So if you struggle with communicating, that's the one to call on to help you express yourself, to say what you need to say. And there's like a soft energy to Gabriel as well. Michael then is the one that is strong, and it aligns with your eight energy very strongly as well. But it's like that strong independence, very sort of powerful energy, but very protective as well. But will also help you speak your truth and find your truth, to really peel back the layers so that you know who you are. Let's just have a little look at the cards for you. You you've got big changes coming this year because you've got two major arcana cards. So this is like life-changing cards. And you've got two beautiful cards to come out for it as well. So you've got the star, so like wish upon a star, bitch, wish upon a star, because what you are dreaming of can come true. And this is your reminder that this year is going to be you working towards that. You see, with this card, there is a gentle energy with her as well. There's a softness. There's also the purple sort of energy. And like I say, yours is an indigo color this year. So just remember that you can have hold of that star. You can pull it towards you. You can wish upon it. It's just such a beautiful energy, such a healing energy that comes with it as well. And again, you've got the number 17 card, which when you add them together is an 8, which is you. Okay? It's you. You are the 8. And it's very sort of universal energy that comes through there, of that, again, that connection with spirit, universe, divine, God, whatever you call it. And then you've also got the High Priestess card, which again is all about that inward looking, inner work, really taking time for yourself to understand yourself, to feel who you are, to understand how you have these blocks and limiting beliefs that are just stopping you at the moment from really progressing. So this is why you take this year to kind of work through those things, so you can really start to connect with the universe. Like, it's coming in strong with the universal energy, the spiritual energy that is there for you to tap into, to lean into, to have that. It's like a little extra boost and embrace, in the way that this comes through, to know that you're supported by spirit. Like, they've got you, they will guide you, they will show you the way. You just have to start to learn to trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust in the messages that you are receiving. And it can be little things like numbers or whatever, or it may be in your meditations that you're getting information. But just being open, not trying to force anything, you're just being, you're surrendering into it, and it's just allowing that energy to kind of channel through you. It's beautiful, beautiful.